Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 35-point War Machine battle report. Now, what this game was kind of a fast one because I came into the store, I was supposed to be doing a fantasy game, but hey, I had a little bit of extra time while the other guy got there, so hey, I played against a guy there. So, for my fast list, I decided to go for the Shredder spam. So I got Epic Thag Rush, I got 10 Shredders, 2 Harriers, 2 Stingers, a Rake, and then Max Legionnaires. I just run to your face, I pop feet, and if I really need to, the Rake can use the thing where I'm immune to free strikes. I just fly over and kill whatever I want. So very aggressive, very fast list. My opponent, he's going to be doing Calaban and his Gators. Now, I have very little experience playing against Gators. In fact, I think this is just my second game against them. So it's going to be Calaban, who's going to be running a Swamp Horror and a Wrestler. There is going to be also the Wrong Eye and Snapjaw. There's going to be the Witch Doctor, a max unit of the Gators posse. And then another thing they have in there as well is a whole... And this, it's the one chickie that does like the I hate Legion and I shoot you with, Hunter's Mark and all that stuff. I figure out her name right now, but she's in the list as well. So with this, I'm really hoping to, with all my guys, rush around him, kill the caster, rush up, just kill his beast, whatever really presents itself. But either way, there's going to be a lot of dead stuff really fast. All right, so starting on the left flank, he's going to be having his Gators posse and his Witch Doctor, a nice strong unit. In the center, here's the rest of stuff with, Wrong Eye and Snapjaw. You see Calaban all dressed up there in the back, the Swamp Horror, his Wrestler, and then that little chickie there on the right as well. I know it's something like a Nissa Reveal or something like that. It's that girl. On my side, spam everywhere you can see. So I got the Legionnaires in the front. The point of them is just to die so that then the rest of my beasts can get in there, feet, hit again. And yeah, I have the Harriers on the one side to kill that initial reveal. But yeah, I'm just going to be running up as fast as I can. So here's the general overboard. We're playing Incursion, so the 3 flags here, and in the first turn, one will disappear, and first one of 5 points wins. I'm really sure it won't come down to that, but one thing that's kind of scary is that water on the left is the deep water, and so that could always be scary. But again, like I said, I'm not going for a scenario anyway. So he gets first turn, just pretty much coming up. The whole time, the Witch Doctor is going to be putting Zombify onto the Gators. Otherwise, he didn't really have any other spells up that I can remember. He played around some stuff like Oculation on his guy, but really, I think he was just doing it for fun because it didn't really matter. On my side, going up, putting up Dragon's Blood, which, hey, I'm going to forget to upkeep anyway. And one thing that kind of holds me back in a list like this is that only so many of my beasts can run, because I can only take 7 focus back. So I get in position with some of them. I'm guessing I'm mainly going to be hitting on the right side, so that's why more of them did that there. But, yeah, just waiting to see which one disappears. And once you know it, as always, it's the metal one. So that's really no big deal. But what he does in his turn is get him and go and kind of claim the left one. The heavy is just getting in position to fight once I move up. And that's really all he does. Now, looking at this, I probably could pop my feet. Now, the thing is when I go rabid and then run, my Shredders can go really far. And then if I pop my feet, after that, they get another long move and attack again. So I'm pretty sure I could actually sneak by a lot into Calaban and might be able to kill him right now, especially if I can hit him with like a Scourge or something like that. But you know what? I just might as well go up and try and do a little bit of fighting first. So on my turn, I have one of the Harriers put on its Animus, kill that initial reveal on the right side, and then sprint back. My Legionnaires charge in, do an okay amount of damage to the Croc on the left there, nothing really much to anything else. And really, I have two shredders that run into the swamp there. I know Rabbit to get Pathfinder and all that fun stuff. But just to contest over there and keep those Gittermen away from me. Because like I said, I'm going for assassination. And the last thing I need is a big unit of Croc posse slamming into my flank. So they're over there just as a distraction. And otherwise, yeah, I have all my shredders lined up. And my stingers too, just to kind of like wipe them out next turn. So in his turn, he does pretty good killing my Legionnaires. That's pretty much it. He was attacking with the Swamp Horror on the right. Got some really bad rolls to hit, like really bad. And failed to kill the Harrier. Left it on like 2 damage boxes or something. And couldn't even kill the Legionnaire over there. Calaban also wasted a lot of focus starting the turn, trying to do whatever it is, his AoE spell, trying to do that into the Legionnaires first. And yeah, just rolling really poorly. So he lost a big stack of his focus. The top hat Gator comes out and tries moving my guys around, but rolls bad, so it doesn't happen. And otherwise, he just really kills my 2 shredders on the far left, gets a control point, and that's pretty much it. And then on my turn, yeah, I mean, the big thing that was going on here is that he had transfers, but he only has 2 targets. He only had the Wrestler and the Swamp Horror. Swamp Horror is maxed out, so all I had to do was charge in with Dagrosh, pop Manifest Destiny, kill the Wrestler, pop my feet. The Rag came over here, knocked down Calaban, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. So a victory to Epic Dagrosh, and kind of a pretty fast one, but probably the biggest thing to take away from this is whenever you're up against Dagrosh in the Shredder spam, you have to be very careful. As to what he could have done differently, really looking at the Shredder swarms coming up, I mean, really, if the Gatormen could have stayed all together, because you can't leave space, otherwise I can just rush around and get to your caster. So if they would have kind of stayed together, same thing, kind of ignore the scenario, and then maybe just before it comes down to it, throw down a couple of Gatormen, just kind of tie my stuff in place, and then try to just like charge in and kill as much as you can. Because especially if you can go and kill that Legionnaire screen in the front, and then charge in with heavies behind that, start killing off all my shredders, I start dying pretty quick. But it is a very hard one to deal with, and especially at 25 points where you have fewer models on the board, because really I can only spam so much. I mean, I guess I could always get more models, but like at 25 points, that's perfect. And then as you go larger, like if I was at 50 points, there's only a certain way it goes. So it's very strong in smaller games, and unfortunately that's the way it went here. Another thing that could have also maybe saved him is if he wouldn't have maxed out the Swamp Horror, because then, hey, you'd have a transfer target, but in the end, it was pretty grim. So there you have it, a fast game, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.